Hey there everybody, welcome back to this Pokemon Snap playthrough that's not a playthrough. My name's Andy the Uncommentator. This is episode number 44, the focus of which is going to be Goldeen. So you can see that the Goldeen we've currently got saved on the cartridge, a score of 4,400, which is broken down by a size of 1,000, a pose of 1,200, and then that of course gets doubled. So that I believe is a perfect Goldeen. I think the only way I don't know if you can get two Goldeens in one shot. I'm pretty sure you can't, but maybe somebody has. Anyway, we're going to try and get as close to that score as possible, but of course before we do that, let's quickly read the POSG entry for Goldeen. So quite simple, toss Pestiballs and Pokemon food into the water and Goldeen is likely to jump out. Snapping a lacy fish, even though I said icy, move on, is difficult. Why does it say lacy fish? Anyway, Goldeen appears throughout the course. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what we're going to do is just basically throw things into the water, or into the valley, which is where we're going, and hope that Goldeen jumps out. So this was one of those Pokemon that made me question whether to do this series, but I've started now, so we'll definitely finish. I don't know why it said it's a lacy... What did it say? Lacy fish. Where'd you get that from? I've no idea. Anyway, one thing I do know, though, is we're going to the valley. Now, with any luck, we'll get this pretty quickly, but yeah, guess we'll see. So it's just literally a case of doing this. So we're just going to chuck Pestiballs and hope Goldeen jumps out. Now, it will only jump out at certain places, so it won't jump out this first bit. So we'll get past these Squirtles. We'll hit one of the Squirtles. And with any luck, it will jump out. There's no real... there's just really nothing to this. The only thing we need to be wary of... There's a Goldeen there. The only thing we need to be wary of is it needs to jump out. It needs to do the starry jump. So if we remember back to the... Anyone seen the Psyduck video? It needs to jump up in the air with, like, sort of stars and sparkly things coming off it. Otherwise, you won't get the 1,200 pose. So basically, so like that, basically, but not Dratini. Which is a spoiler for the Dratini episodes. It's going to be exactly the same as this. The only difference is the actual Pokemon itself. But everything else is going to be exactly the same. So the problem with this is you may go through an entire level, and you may never actually get the starry jump, which is because at the minute we haven't had it. Which is mildly irritating. But yeah, there really is nothing to this one. So I will try and get the 1,000 size. But if I can get something like 900, just to give you an idea of what you're sort of looking for. That'll be good enough for me. I will skip past this bit. I don't think Goldeen jumps out on this kind of pool area. And I may be wrong. I think Magikarp probably does. About Dratini. But we're interested in Goldeen. Yep, so we'll skip all that. We'll skip past this bit. Right, we'll ignore that whirlpool on the right hand side because it won't jump out of there, but something might do later on. Tease. Any chance? Hey, there we go. I'll take a picture of it just to say we've got something. Oh, there we go. That's the starry jump. That's what we needed. Thankfully, as you may have been able to tell from the photo I've got currently saved on the in the Pokemon report, this is also one of those Pokemon that... Oh, there we go. We'll not take a picture of that. This is also one of those Pokemon that it doesn't matter if it's facing the camera. And it genuinely doesn't. We'll still get the 1,000... we'll still get the 1,200 pose. Whether it's facing the camera or not. As you can see from the picture I've currently got saved, it's not really facing the camera. Another shiny Dratini. Hopefully when we come to Dratini, we'll get as many of those. Obviously, as well, the problem with the star jump is it jumps higher, which makes it a bit trickier. Right, well that went pretty badly. Let's just see what a non-star jump gets. And then we'll have a couple of goes for the star jump, and hopefully we'll get it by then. But if we don't... So... Yeah, so that was the star jump and we totally missed it. So that's the best photo that we've got. So that's a non-star jump Goldeen. So let's see what that gets. That's not a bad little photo, actually. Yes. So let's see what that gets. Obviously, the non-star jump, it doesn't jump as quickly or as high, which makes it a lot easier to get. The star jump one, you've always got to put the camera in a certain place and hope it sort of drops into the frame. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Yeah, 870, that isn't bad. Yeah, 1,000, you see, that's the difference. I think they're the only two scores you can get. 1,200 for the star jump pose, and 1,000 for the normal jump. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. Right, we'll have a couple of goes. Hopefully we'll get it. If we don't, I think it's montage time, because there really is nothing to this episode. It's literally just throw pester balls, or ASPFs, and hope. And I'm pretty sure that... Let's skip past the Squirtles. I'm pretty sure... We'll keep up the theme of hitting that one. I'm pretty sure for the third time that it doesn't matter what you throw. I don't think one's more likely to bring out Goldeen than the other. I don't know why, but I've said this before, like, I don't really know why, but I just find it more natural to throw pester balls, and I have no idea why. So I have no idea why I tried to take a picture of that, because we don't need it. I don't want to use the engine to speed towards it, though. I don't want to speed past it. I think we will need the engine. Please give me Goldeen. But not that Goldeen. Goldeen, 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 Goldeen. I'm begging, won't you jump out the valley, please? Yeah, I think I'll edit that out. Come on. I don't know if serenading it's more likely to get to jump out, because will he think, well, if I jump out, he'll stop singing, or will he think, oh, that singing was great, so I'll jump out? I suspect it's the former, but I may be wrong. If you're watching Dolly, I apologise. Unreservedly. Come on. Oh, there we go. Well, we got it at least. I mean, it's not going to be 1,000 size. It's probably going to be nowhere near, but we got it. I mean, it flashed up Goldeen on the screen, so we must have got it. How well we got it, I don't know. This is this is what I was saying with these type, when I said this was going to question me doing the entire series, these types of shots. But to be fair, there's a lot more shots that I was looking forward to doing, I think are worth doing than not doing, which makes this series, I think, worthwhile. But we're getting there. They're all different. I just really don't like these, because it's literally... It's just like Cloyster. I mean, you know, we've got a few... To be honest with you now, this is just the start of a run of Pokemon that are going to be a little... Ooh! Ah! Missed it. This is the start of a run of Pokemon that's going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, we'll see what that gets. Yeah, there's a few meat grinders coming up. This is the first of them. We've had a nice run with the Chansey and Kangaskhan, etc. And now we've got a not so nice run. Right, so that's going to be the best photo, even though it's not in the middle of the frame. I'll submit that one anyway. He may be that small, he may not bother giving it a size score, or he may not even bother giving it a post score. But we shall see. Yeah, 380, that is terrible. He's still giving for the size. He's still giving me a size score, though. A score for the size, I would say. Yeah, it's in the middle of the frame, we know. Get on with it. So 3,106. So as I said, I'm going to try and get 900 size, at least. And then we'll move on. Because I don't think... There's really nothing to do with this one. It's just... You need a bit of luck, basically. I think out of all of the Starry Jump ones, this is slightly easier than Dratini. I think Dratini's going to really suck. Obviously, I've got a perfect Goldeen. I don't think I've got a perfect Dratini. So that may be something I try and rectify, but... I think my Dratini size is about 930, something like that. I think I've answered the question whether to use the engine or not. So I take a picture of Dratini just for the hell of it? Yeah, why not? It's great. I was really desperately trying not to mix Pokemon on episode, like only take the Pokemon. Only take a photo of the Pokemon. Oh, yeah. All 3 Starry Jumps. Only take a photo of the Pokemon. That's the focus of the episode, but I broke that a long time ago. So, that could have been good. That could have been good. It flashed Goldeen on the screen. It's a shame it's not facing the camera. Right, I'm hopeful here. I'm hopeful we don't need a montage. I mean, I suppose I could still edit this down, but I always like to give like 3 or 4 full attempts before I start editing bits out, because, I mean, this is a little bit redundant, to be fair, this bit of footage. So we'll skip past this. Skip past this valley. Ignore the Staryu. I think Staryu might be next, actually. So we won't be ignoring it then. We're going to spend a bit of time at the valley in this closing stanza of this series. So we've got quite a few to get. Staryu, Starmie, Dratini, Gyarados. Magikarp we could get here. We probably will. Dragonite. That's at this level. So yeah, quite a few. In fact, I think this will be the place we come to the most for the rest of this series. Ooh, that was good. I may use this footage for the Dratini episode. Okay, and just change the commentary, pretend it's new, and hope no one notices. I'm sure nobody will. My diehards won't know. Right, we'll see what that looks like. I'm hopeful for that Goldeen that we got quite early on. I want to see what these Dratinis look like as well. I mean, oh, there we go. Right, what do the Dratinis look like? So that's the one I've currently got. Yeah, okay, we'll not bother with that one then. Right, is that a Starry jump? Because if it is, we may have got the 1000 size here already. Which if we have, then I'll be absolutely delighted, because this episode is done already. I can't say we can't give 1000 size for that. It's not, I don't think it's clipped. It doesn't matter that it's not facing the camera. Let's go. Yes. I wish it was facing the camera, but it isn't. Right, come on, joke. Come on. Hey! Hey! I take it all back, joke. I take everything back I've ever said about you, buddy. There we go. So there you go, a perfect Goldeen. So, yeah, I dig it at least 900. It is the middle of the frame, yes, of course it is. I'm going to keep my old one, though, because I prefer the old one, because you can see... I prefer the old one, because you can see a little bit of its face, and you can see... I think you can see the... Well, you can see a little bit of its face, basically, whereas that one, it's just totally the back to it, isn't it? But it looks a bit like a it looks a bit like a... It looks like a Pokemon. I don't know what it looks like, really. Anyway, yeah, that's a perfect Goldeen, so that's how you do that. Well, that was nice and easy. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Right, so let's sign off. Let's sayonara off, shall we? By heading back to the report, of course. Bit of a spoiler as well for the Dratini episode we've got coming up, which is quite a long way away, actually, when I think about it. Anywho, let's end the Goldeen episode. So obviously, clearly, singing, serenading it clearly worked. So yeah, it is Staryu next. Yep, so that was Goldeen. So that's how you get a perfect Goldeen, basically. So if you enjoyed this video, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment on the video, should you choose to do that. While you're here on YouTube, if you head on over to the channel, The Uncommentator, you'll find the rest of the videos in this playlist. You'll also find a myriad of other games I've played through. Pokemon's your bag. Please check out my Pokemon Stadium playthroughs, where I play through Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, only using the rental Pokemon. So please go and check that out if you like Pokemon. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really would appreciate that. But next time, we're going to be moving on, back at the Valley, but we're going to be, this time, aiming to get the Staryu. But until we get to that point, for now, from me, it is sayonara.